All right, today what I want to talk about is the upgrade or the building upon of the crew reward, and I guess you can say like event tree or whatever you want to call it, pass, as you continue to upgrade these achievements within your crew. They were really, really good this year. And very enjoyable. Yes, they gave you 2 cap breakers, but it allowed you to get like uniforms and that type of deal. And I felt like it was really, really dope implementation of the crews. Now again, I want to stress, I have no insider information on this. This is 100% just me going off what I feel has been happening in 2K26 and what people and the feedback has been for 26 and what you can look for in 27. Okay, so I want to stress that I don't know anything differently than anybody else. Okay, but what I can say is that I am very confident that they're going to build off the crews. Okay, the issue with crews this year was that it was so easy to do to max out. We thought every season they were going to upgrade it and there would be new things to go with it. It wasn't. Once you hit level 30, it was over. It was like, all right, and you basically played the first week and a half, you built up your crew and all that stuff, and then after that, it was nothing. There was no need to be in a crew, people left the crew, etc. All right. Now, again, I know some people are gonna be like, well, there was a benefit by being in the crew because in the park, you got like extra boost. Yes, but a lot of people weren't playing park, right? So what are some of the suggestions that I think that would really help out? Well, I just spoke on one. The boost should be everywhere, right? Everywhere, no matter what you're doing. As long as you have a teammate with you, you should have boosts in anything from events, park, stage, pro-am, you name it, you should be able to get a boost there. All right, I think that would help out a lot. I just feel like that is just a big bonus. You know what I mean? To be able to have it no matter where you go, events, anything. It's like we playing as a team, we get the extra boost. I think that would help with that, with the whole crew thing. That's one aspect. But let's talk about the actual reward tree. Like as you're starting to upgrade, I believe that hitting level 30 was good, but it should be every season. That would give us more reason. Again, it goes back to, like I said in my previous video, how to be able to upgrade and get more rewards every single season with your crew. There's so many things that you can do. I mean, like you saw how they upgrade, you can upgrade shirts and that type of stuff, but why not just start adding more things every season? More cap breakers, more apparel, very unique things. Maybe you can get like unique cars, bikes, just things that I feel like would be really good, because as much as I'm not a really cosmetic guy, I do think it's dope that you can represent your crew by having special type of cosmetics, okay? But we also love the cap breaker. So I feel like, every season getting a cap breaker. If you don't realize, I think that there's so much potential here that someone can get like 50, 60 cap breakers. I think that would be, the more cap breakers, the better. That's all I gotta say, because the more cap breakers for hitting like level 40 and all that type of stuff, people are really going to try to get that. And that journey can be enjoyable if it is impactful enough. And all of us can pretty much agree that a cap breaker is is the most impactful addition that 2K has ever added to the game. And when I'm talking about impactful, I mean like someone like myself, as a creator, I do play the game a lot, but I will literally make sure that I get my cap breaker because I know how viable that is. I just can't think of anything else that has been in 2K that made people like, yo, I got to do this because this is going to make my player way much better. It's not in there. So the cap breakers, if we can focus the cap breakers, not just on season passes, but also with the crew, that is going to incentivize us to want to continue to do that. Now, they did have a leaderboard. The thing about the leaderboard was that, and again, I have no problem with the way that these boosters be boosted, man. And again, we all knew how people were cheating in the beginning with these crews and stuff. But in the first place crew, they got some type of reward. I can't remember what it was. It was so not even, no one really cared after the first year, because it was just new people were boosting and cheating. If 2K can find a way to get rid of those cheaters, but also not just have the top crew for the park, that type of, but the top crew for the rec, top crew for Pro-Am, right? Have it to where like people know like, yo, this is the best rec crew, right? This the best rec. Like if this crew dominates in the rec, they do really well. It doesn't have to be so park centric. Open it up more. And again, the stage. Everybody knows how sweaty the stage is, but what if, just imagine having a stage crew. Like this is the best stage players. They got a crew and they are able to get special rewards for the stage, symbolizing that. Having belts, like you have WWE belts, having the belts, right? Being able to have a ring, a necklace, right? Symbolizing every single season that you are the best rec Pro-Am crew out there. So again, as you can see, there's so many different ways 2K can go about this, and you best believe they're going to do it, because it is like I said, the crew and Cat Breakers were really great additions. It was just short-lived. It was literally the first season, and most people hit level 30. And again, if you're somebody that didn't hit level 30, and I don't want to sound like I'm just that naive. I know a lot of creators, our crews, we tapped out. I mean, like it was literally like, I don't know. I mean, I know like within the first month, we was all, everybody was maxed out. We had our 2 Cat Breakers, etc. So, but I know for the casuals, it might be a little different. So 2K can kind of find that equal balance to where it makes sense that every single season they can do that. And even if you want to incentivize 2K some more, they can make it to where, you could buy your pass or whatever. I don't know. That doesn't sound like the greatest idea, but I'm just trying to think of a way to where, 2K can be even more incentivized. Like, yeah, let's do every single season some new crew awards and that type of sort. But I feel like once that gets implemented in 2K27, that's going to be a major addition, along with, like I already spoke on, more Cat Breakers being implemented. So again, that is going to be something truly special in my mind, and I definitely believe it's going to be coming. So y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what do y'all think? Crew, was it a W? Was it an L? Do you think about some of the additions that 2K27, what they can build off on 26, like I said, with the rewards, Cat Breakers, more type of, banners, etc. Is that going to be something that's going to truly incentivize you to want to continue to play as a crew, especially by the rec stage type of differences, like, to be able to establish yourself as the best rec, the best stage crew, the best Pro-Am crew, etc. I think that'll be really, really dope. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Jimmy. I'll be back really, really soon with the banger, man. When I say back soon with the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.